July has finally come to an end, perhaps my favorite month of this entire year, which ended with a bang. August is coming up right around the corner though, and there is certainly some heat in August. Hence, today we are going to be discussing sneakers to resell in the month of August. Now, hold on a second. If you're not okay with reselling, if you're not a fan of reselling, that's completely fine. If you even hate resellers, that's okay. You could use this guide more of a, what are going to be the most hyped sneakers to be released, what are going to be the most limited sneakers to be released, and even for those of you who like the general releases a little more, I'm going to be telling you which ones you should be waiting for a sale price on, or which ones you shouldn't be sleeping on. To be specific, in today's video, we are going to be mentioning the name of the sneaker, the release date, the retail, and whether they're going to be profitable or not, or even if they're going to sit on shelves, and perhaps you should try to save yourself a little bit of money and find them for under retail. Now, before we begin, I just have a friendly announcement for you guys that I'm sure a lot of you are actually going to be excited to hear. It's been quite a while now, but I am going to be restocking some slots to Endurance. Now, I don't want to waste any of your time. You guys came here for a video and we're going to get to that, so I'll let the success speak for itself, and the site has all the information you need on it. I urge you guys to feel free to peruse the success Twitter. But with that out of the way, why don't we get back to the video. Kicking it off, August 1st, for $160 each, we have new colorways in the Undercover Nike Daybreak. I would not suggest purchasing any of these with intents of reselling them. If you do want a personal though, for the cheap retail, I would not sleep on the sneakers drop, because they likely will sell out at least eventually on there. Meanwhile, there may be some other sites that same day that may tend to sit for a while if the shipping is a little high or the retail is a little high. Moving on, the Cool Gray Jordan 4 is dropping again on August 1st for $190. They're dropping again because they initially did a small release for these on sneakers. It was hidden within a street sneakers that loaded up, or you could have just searched Cool Gray and it would have came up for you and you would have been able to purchase then on the sneakers app. But before this, the last time these released was in 2004. Regarding profitability though, I would not suggest going for these with intentions of reselling them unless you do have coupons. For example, if you have coupons from VIP at any of the foot stores like Foot Locker, Foot Action, Champs, you could use those. And with those, you certainly can make a little bit of lunch money. Not going to be the best margin, but if you have no tax, it's honestly really good money. If you do want your personal pair though, I would not suggest sleeping on these. Although stock is high, demand is also high as well on these. Moving to August 2nd, for $120, the Zoom Freak 1 coming to America will be dropping again. Initially, they actually did a sneaker stash for these. Now, after this sneaker stash, prices dipped a lot. It was pretty significant, and right at this point, if you did have no tax, you could make around a couple of bucks, maybe get yourself some Chipotle. If you do want, sneakers does do free returns, so there's not really any risk. Moving on, I'm going to mention these for August 2nd, although they're supposed to be August 10th, but for some reason, Nike sneakers did load these up as August 2nd. These are the SB Jordan 1 lows in the UNC colorway, and there's a pretty unique backstory for these, and you'll be able to read that yourself once these load up again on sneakers. I should have saved it. And this one specifically does have pretty decent demand. Although stock isn't super low or anything, I do still feel with the retail being so low at $110, there is still plenty of room for small profit, and even though it's only small profit, it's a good margin considering retail is so low. I would suggest going for these, at least in the small sizes, because like always with Jordan 1s and men's sizes at least, you want to stick to the smaller sizes. Also, August 2nd, for $100 in the highs and $95 in the lows, the Chinatown Market Converse will be making their global drop now. There is potential for small profit when it comes to these in the small sizes. Specifically, it's going to be better on the highs. Nothing too significant when it comes to these though. If you did want a personal though, definitely don't sleep on these because they will go quick. Moving to August 10th, for $130 in the Kyrie 5 colorways and only $110 in the Kyrie 2 colorways, we have a SpongeBob collaboration or Nickelodeon collaboration, whatever you want to call it. And we actually initially got to see the SpongeBob pair and also the Patrick pair released early via an AR hunt, or you could call it a sneakers cam. Pairs sat at around $140, $150 to the point where people were just scraping by, making a couple of dollars, but they've increased quite a bit to this point where, it's pretty decent lunch money. You're not just getting one burrito at this point. You might be able to get 2 burritos, which isn't that bad when you consider the retail is so low. Like, it's not a terrible margin. Just keep in mind when it does come to anything on sneakers, you do have free returns, you do have free cancels. So yeah, the outcome might not be fantastic on any of these, but it can't hurt to try for these. And certainly, if you did want a personal pair, I would not suggest sleeping on any of these. When I did get these in hand, I really, really wanted to keep them because I saw the SpongeBob logo, the hat on the inside of the tongue. I didn't notice it online, but when I saw it in person, it really brought back some memories, gave me this nostalgic feeling, and I sold them, and I kind of felt bad that I sold them to only make a little bit of lunch money. Let me know what you guys think about these, though. Also, August 10th, for $170, we should be seeing the Sketch Air Max 97. Don't sleep for personal on these, however, with the retail being higher at $170 compared to the Air Max 1 Sketches, I don't really think that there's much wiggle room for profit, even lunch money. Moving to August 16th, for likely $100, the Joshua Vides Chuck 70 with Velcro panels will be dropping. If you do want a personal for these, I would not suggest sleeping, especially if you're a smaller size. It should be a rather easy cop on Converse, though. Also on August 16th, some Europe retailers are going to be releasing the Laker Jordan 1s, the SB Jordan 1 highs. This is going to be one of the most profitable shoes this entire month. Doesn't matter what size you get. Of course, smaller sizes are going to do better, but even the big sizes are doing incredible right now, and this small release across a couple of these shops, it's not going to do too much damage to the prices at all. Phenomenal margin here, phenomenal profit. Highly suggest you go for these. Then moving to August 17th, my goodness, this is probably the most hectic day of the entire month. At least so far, it's shaping to be like that. So kicking it off for August 17th, first of all, let's start off slow with the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. That's right, guys, they're re-releasing again. Why? I really have no idea, and it makes no sense. They will come in a full family size run. The men's sizes are 300, the kids sizes are 180, and the infant sizes are 150. When it comes to profitability on these, because there's so much stock on these, despite there being a lot of demand, I would really only expect you to be able to make maybe lunch money or a small profit in sizes under 7. And with the retail being so high at $300, that's a mediocre margin. But when it does come to sizes over 14 on any Yeezy, that always tends to do well with a good margin. So I would suggest going for those on adidas.com. Moving on. Also, August 17th, we have the women's Satin Jordan 1. Boy, am I excited for these. Dropping for $160, these are going to be very, very profitable. One of the most profitable sneakers this entire month. Considering this is a women's shoe, please note that the bigger sizes on these are going to be the most profitable in comparison to the smaller sizes. But if you ask me, it doesn't matter because they're all going to be profitable. In fact, me personally, I like to focus on the less profitable sizes when it comes to shoes that are going to be profitable all around. So I'm going to be focusing on the smaller sizes to stay conservative, just to ensure I get as many as possible. But I get some of you guys are a little more aggressive than that, and you might want to go for the bigger sizes only. Keep in mind, when you do want a personal pair of these, you are going to have to go 1.5 sizes up. For example, if I'm a size 10, I'm going to want to get a size 11.5. That's going to be a very difficult size to get, so what I may suggest is maybe you try to cop a smaller size, you sell that, and with the profits you pay resale for the size 11.5, and you take a little bit of a hit. Who knows, maybe you'll get 2 or 3 of the smaller sizes, and you'll end up profiting and also being able to afford your personal pair completely free in comparison to you just going for that 11.5 and not getting anything at all. It's one notion that I always have. I always like to play it conservative. It's something I'd like to share with you. Let me know what you think, if you're more aggressive or if you like to play it conservative on things like this. Also, August 17th, for $160, we should be seeing the Jordan 1 Obsidian. I'm a big fan of these actually, and I'm excited to be seeing these. Let me know what you guys think about these or any shoe I'm mentioning today. When it comes to profitability though, I would expect small sizes to have really good profit. When it comes to the bigger sizes, really only small profit, nothing too significant, but you should be able to use foot store coupons on these as well, which is absolutely incredible. That means You could get some of these pairs as low as $140 if you have no tax at your location. That's incredible. Moving to August 23rd though, for $190, we have the FIBA Jordan 12. Apologies if I did mispronounce that. If you do want a pair of these, I would not suggest sleeping for personal wear, at least as of now. And when it does come to profitability, I'm not expecting anything significant as of now either. Moving to either Friday, August 23rd, or potentially Saturday, the 24th. These are just the most common drop days for Yeezys. We should be seeing the white Bone Yeezy 500. They're supposed to be dropping this month, and I doubt they would drop on the same day as the Wave Runners, hence I suspect it's going to be on the 24th or 23rd, around there, unless they wait until the end of the month. But anyway, they'll be dropping for $200. You should be able to make some small profit off of sizes under 7, nothing crazy. And then when it comes to sizes over 14, that's when you have a good margin from adidas.com. Now let's move on to some sneakers I still wanted to mention despite them not having confirmed dates as of now. First of all, my favorite that's going to be releasing this month, the Travis Scott Jordan 6. Isn't my favorite because it's a Travis Scott. I love Travis guys, but no, it's because the soles actually glow in the dark, and I think that is absolutely incredible. I had the glow-in-the-dark Yeezys. I sold those just because I think that they're way too tacky in my opinion. I don't think I could pull them off at all, but this is certainly a little more subtle. Retail, though, is super high. It's $250, which does kind of hurt the margin, but regardless of that, you're still going to be making really good profit. It's just not going to be the most incredible margin compared to previous Travis Scotts we've seen, such as the Air Force Ones, the Jordan 4s, such as the Jordan 1s and the highs and lows. This isn't going to be the best margin, but it's still going to be good profit, don't worry. Another Jordan one I wanted to be mentioning that is supposed to be releasing this month, but it's subject to change. Anything is really subject to change, so feel free to subscribe and turn on post notifications to stay 100% updated on anything I'm mentioning today. But essentially, this Jordan 1 first class should be dropping for $175 sometime this month, and it's really only going to be small profit in sizes under 10. I might even stick to sizes under 9. This far out, I can't be too sure though, so I'll keep you guys updated. Then also, 3 Zoom Street Off-White and Nike women's running track shoes should be dropping as well this month. These will likely perform very similar to what we saw with all of the Off-White Tigers, where the green pair did terrible. The white and black pair, it was really only small profit in some sizes. However, if you did manage to sell quick, it was still pretty good profit. Then later down the line, really nothing too significant. I'm expecting similar results here where you might be able to make a little bit, nothing too crazy. Don't be swayed by the fact that, it's an Off-White and Nike sneaker. It's going to do amazing. No, that's not the case. With that, I'm actually going to conclude it for today. There's a lot of sneakers I intentionally left out just so this video didn't go on forever. I felt I mentioned the most important ones that you guys wanted to hear about the most, but feel free to mention any in the comments down below. I love to hear your thoughts also on anything I mentioned in today's video. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video or if you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also, subscribe and turn on post notifications just to stay 100% updated on anything I mentioned today or for future hyped releases. With that though, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Also, just a reminder, if you guys did want to go for it, 6 p.m. Eastern time is when the endurance restock will take place. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.
Foot off my foot. Ah. It's a foot off my foot. Yeah. Now I can't run and I can't walk. You hit me so hard I don't want to talk. Get your foot off my foot. Ah. It's a foot off my foot. Yeah. Why are you always in my way, knocking me over every single day? Get your foot off my foot. Ah. It's a foot off my foot. Yeah. I should have run the other way.